What is up, guys? Welcome to episode 12 of the Loud and Proud podcast, the hypest podcast in the music industry. Fact bar none. Yeah. And if you're not following on Spotify, go follow on Spotify. The link will be down below. So today, before we get into the main topic of the video, we have a little announcement to make, an update for the podcast for the coming future. Now, as you know, we've been... Oh, firstly, how are you, Jazz? Are you okay, mate?
Oh, by the way, I'm here.
Oh.
Chime in, boy. The Mattriffmaster show.
Hush now, peasant. So, as you know... Oh, fucking God, just butting. Shit.
I'm good, thanks, man. Love you too.
Good, can I continue now? Right, so as you know, Loud and Proud comes out every Wednesday. Sometimes it was a Thursday, but every Wednesday. And it's a lot of work. A lot of time goes into these podcasts, filming, and the editing as well is a lot of editing. And we got other things to do as well for other videos that we want to put out for you and real life. It's a bit all of a pain, a bit of a juggle. So, me and Jazz have discussed. There we go. See ya! No, we're going to move the podcast to, instead of every week, every Wednesday, we're going to move it to every other Wednesday. So you'll be getting 2 podcasts a month. Now, what this is going to do is going to be a little less stress on our end. We'll hopefully be able to put out other videos and more videos for you, more content. But then when the podcast week does come around, it's going to be bang on always. We're going to be raring and just fucking up for it. Okay? Guys, take it away.
Yeah, we thought this week, we talk about Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Randy Rhodes has just been inducted in. It's about time. I mean, He basically, changed the game as far as guitar playing went. It's interesting. He made bridged the gap between classical, neoclassical, classical guitar, and almost like pop. There was a lot of pop influences there, and I'm not talking about pop music, but his chord choices and stuff. There's a lot of major stuff going in there.
Yeah,
he just completely changed the game. Obviously, I'm a huge Randy Rhodes fan. You can see the Rhodes hanging on the wall behind me, and but that got me thinking. I was thinking about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame altogether, and I was thinking, you know what? I see nothing but articles about rather un-rock and roll people, and I'm talking as a genre now, being inducted in.
An award ceremony for rock and roll. A Hall of Fame for rock and roll. What do you guys think, or what would you expect to be in this Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Rock and roll.
Tina Turner. Don't like it? Well, guess what? She's in there.
Yes. So we've got a list, right? We've got a list, and fuck me dead. We're going to read a few of them out. And hopefully you will agree with us on, because there's been many kind of music awards going on, but then the people that are nominated, you think, oh, easy win, but then the person that wins is fuck, you just who's this guy?
And I might cut in there, not necessarily the heavy metal Hall of Fame, okay. Rock and roll, rock guitar.
Guitar and rock
Les
and roll.
Les Pauls, humbucking pickups, A little bit of that,
Yeah, rock, guitar, rock and roll.
Music.
So there's a few categories. You've got a performer category, early influencer award, musical excellence, and Amit Ertigan award. Well, fuck, I can't even pronounce that fucking one. I mean, if we just start with the performer category, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there we go.
Now, bear in mind, rock and roll, okay? The top of this list, one of the nominees is, as Jazz mentioned, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. This is shit. Tina Turner. I mean, come on. If I said to you rock and roll, Jazz, if I say to you rock and roll, first word that comes into your head.
Alcohol and drugs. No.
That's why Tina Turner's in there.
There you go. There you go. Maybe you've got a horrible drug habit.
Fucking coke.
No. Rock and roll. The bands come to mind. I think of like when rock and roll, the expression. Yeah, I think like way back to that's where it came from. I think of Elvis Presley and Link Ray.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. That's what I'm thinking of when I just hear those chords of rumble. Da, 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 da. Yeah, and that's what I'm hearing when I hear rock and roll, right? And then coming forward from that, you've got all the manifestations of genres that have like sort of like spiraled out of that. But don't think of pop divas.
Pop diva coke addict.
What's love got to do with it?
That's not rock and roll. I mean, the next one, Carole King. Have you ever heard of Carole King? No. Anyone heard of Carole King? Guys, do you know Carole King? I don't know. Let's have a quick look. My battery on my phone is fucked. Right, here we go. Who is this?
Not indie.
Right, hang on a minute. Just hang on a minute. So I've just YouTubed Carole King. She looks like somebody's mum. Just wait for YouTube ads, because you know that YouTube life. Yeah. Bastards.
Oh, what's this?
Fuck off, Carol, you bastard. I've no idea who she is. She just looks like somebody's mum. But again, I wouldn't put that as rock and roll, man. Like you got to think, like, I don't know, man. It's why do they have to have these awards? And they'll put one or two like absolute obvious ones in there, but then like the whole rest of the list is a bit like, who the fuck's job is it to fucking decide this? Because they need to be fired.
I never thought the Go-Go's was that.
The Go-Go's, who are they?
I never thought they're kind of I can't even explain the music. It's like indie-ish, rocky. I don't know. I tell you what, if you know the Friends, Phil's. You watch Friends,
yeah,
right? A TV show. Yeah, you know all the music between scenes.
Yeah.
That's what they sound like.
All right, let me have a quick listen.
Yeah.
Right, so that one compared to whoever the fuck Carol is. Like, so this one has got, it's got some drums and bass and rock guitar. I can kind of accept that being in there. However, what I can't accept is I've no idea who the fuck they are. Right, so let's go Jay-Z.
Yeah, there you go. There's one we do know. Again, rock and roll. Rock and roll. We're talking rock and roll.
I mean, Jay-Z did some cool stuff with Linkin Park. But that's with Linkin Park. That's not Jay-Z, is it?
Yeah, that's like a remix, and they stripped all the guitars out of it. It's literally just the synth and him just doing his thing.
Yeah. So fucking Jay-Z. I mean, I know a lot of people like Jay-Z. I think he's a good performer.
Yeah, like I said, I've cool fact. I've seen him in concert.
We're taking applications for Loud and Proud host number 2.
Loud and Proud is cancelled. No, I saw him supporting. Probably no better. I saw him supporting Coldplay of all bands years back when I was younger. It was Viva La Vida tour, so I was like 16. And I thought that was a really strange choice for a support act.
Yeah, it's a little bit fucking opposite sides of the spectrum, isn't it, really?
Yeah,
didn't really
massively.
work.
And, I'm not going to take away from the guy. He's obviously at the top of the tree of what he does. But again, rock and roll.
Yeah, it's always going to come back to that.
It's like when didn't Kanye West say I'm the world's greatest rock star or something like that. It's just on the same level.
You're just
man.
wanting to fucking rile me up now. That guy is an absolute wet shit. He's a fucking twat. He's a miserable bastard. Every time you see him, he's got a face like a slapped ass. How the fuck is that a thing then? It's not rock music, but why is he in there? Yeah. Fuck these people. Yeah, so moving on below Jay-Z is a band that I would say are worthy of being in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and that is the Foo Fighters.
Yeah, I'll go with that one because I don't really like the Foo Fighters. They're just not my thing. Dave Grohl is I mean, like, I like the guy. I think he's really decent and stuff, but like, I don't know. I was never really a Nirvana fan. And I know Foo Fighters doesn't really sound anything like Nirvana, so I don't know why I've said that. But
you just wanted to get that out there.
But at the end of the day, you wait till you hear the second topic. No. At the end of the day, it's rock music. It's distorted guitars. It's Dave Grohl going, "Who are you?" into a microphone. It's rock and fucking roll.
That's fucking rock and roll.
You know, like if you think about like lifestyle and all that sort of stuff and like revelry.
Yeah.
But it's not really rock music.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what you call it. He's already in there. And I'm not going to let this go where you guys might think it might go. Lou Reed. Reason Metallica liked him so much was literally because regards to the music, that album, blah, 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 yeah, what it is. Like, the reason why they gravitated toward him because he was very much a rebel, very much sort of against the tide, not a hero, you know, very difficult.
Yeah.
You know, and he'd been around the block, lifestyle, all of it. Do you know what I mean? And he was kind of a very rock and roll kind of personality.
Yeah.
I guess, especially in his heyday before he was a ranting old man.
Yeah.
So that sort of thing where the lines sort of blurred, and obviously got the Velvet Underground there, which is his band. I get that. But you know when it's just like straight up not rock music, I just don't understand.
This category is the Musical Excellence Award, right?
Yeah.
Which is, I think, is a pretty good category to have. There's 3 people up for this one, and I swear to God, I'm saying this on record now. If this person that I'm pointing to right now just doesn't win this award, right, here's what's going to happen. I am going to question everything that's ever been anything with life and music. Yeah. I'm probably going to set fire to every piece of equipment that I own. And I'm going to go live on a boat in the middle of the ocean, and I'm going to eat squid and shit myself to death from food poisoning. Okay? Now, I know someone's going to remember that, and when it gets announced, and if it doesn't win, then, well...
Yeah, well, there we go. We're going to be knocking your door.
Get a fucking boat.
So we've got a guy called LL. I'm guessing that's Little. I'm sorry, it just doesn't roll off the tongue, does it?
LL Cool J.
LL Cool J. Is it Little Cool J?
It's LL Cool J. So do you know who LL Cool J is?
No.
So he's he's hip hop rap in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. The one good thing about this guy is he's a pretty good actor. He's done some pretty good films, okay?
Okay.
But he does hip-hoppy, rappy music, all right?
Right.
So, musical excellence, I think I've heard like one of his songs. It could be classed as good, but that's hip-hop. I'm seriously distressed, I'm telling you.
I'm confused. It's like when high street fashion and all the brands, like River Island, Topshop, and all that stuff, started to put out Nirvana, Guns N' Roses t-shirts.
Yeah.
And then everybody started fucking wearing them. Yes, you need to wear clothes. But,
yeah.
You know, but it's like, man, if you don't listen to the band and you're wearing the top, it's just,
Mate, that could
it's
move
just
on
that-
to
it's
a
the
whole
same
different
thing.
topic. You know, people that wear band shirts that don't listen to the band.
It's infuriating. It really is.
So you walk up to them, they got a Metallica t-shirt. You're like, "Oh, Metallica, what was your favourite?" Top Shelf.
Yeah, top shop. Or they say the day that never comes, and then you slap them in the face anyway.
Yeah.
'Cause it's-
With your
that's
dick.
the worst song. Anyway,
Do you not like that song?
I hate that song. If honestly, if somebody said to me, "What's the worst Metallica song?" I would say "The Day It Never Comes." I absolutely hate that triad intro. And then, you think about the great Metallica ballads. Okay, you got Sanitarium. Da na 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 na. Da 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 da. You got Fades Black. Da na na na. Da 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 da. Then one was different because it was all clean. Better let down. Fucking Day It Never Comes. It's fucking octaves. Fuck off. Look, we've ended up on Metallica. Yeah, whatever. This is what we like. Right. So no. This is good because we ain't got a second topic anyway. So let's go. So they've got there was a couple of clean riffs floating around on that album. There's a song called Shine.
Yeah.
That never happened. And then I think there was another one floating around. And the one that came out was when you can see them working it out together. And James was like, "Oh, this end of the neck." Bear in mind that man had never been past 12th fret in his life before. So it's
Amen, brother.
there's notes up
brother.
here. So he's just like, "Oh, there's notes up here." And you get that. And honestly, I remember the disappointment when I first heard that song. And I don't like the chorus. Da, na, na, da, 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 da. It's the Fade to Black thing, but we're singing over it.
Yeah.
But worse. When it kicks off in the latter half, that cool hammer-on-y riff, I guess that's cool.
Yeah.
But the da na 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 da na na na.
It's a little bit quirky, isn't it? That one. No.
Yeah, and that's a Rob riff.
Yeah.
Rob wrote that.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's and then the solo. Well, none of Kirk's solos were good on that album. I guess the noodly thing at the end. I mean, I guess that's okay, but again,
well, it goes back to songs
going
like
off
like One, Fight Fire with Fire with that kind of harmonied.
Yeah. But at the same time as that, it's very much following the One structure.
Yeah.
It's very, very, very close.
Yeah.
Very, because it's it's very close the way it's laid out. And yeah, I just I know there's just a very cold feeling to that album. I've said this before about another one, but there's just something very cold about it. And it that song is probably, if somebody said to me, "What is your least favorite Metallica song?" without skipping a beat, I would say that. And when I went to see them in Manchester, as good a time as I was having, I was like, please. And it's great because then you got them a couple of days after and you got that song, so I was relieved.
Oh, I can't remember, mate. I was absolutely shit-faced. Let's kind of like steer back to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Sorry.
There's your little Metallica bit for you. Right, so Musical Excellence Award, LL Cool J's Hip Hop Rap, a great actor though, he's done some great films. Billy Preston, and here's the big one. Now, like I said, here is the one, in case you don't remember, because, Jazz completely just, did a different podcast. This is the one that where if this doesn't win, I'm going to live in the ocean, I'm going to eat shrimp and shit myself to death with food poisoning, okay?
There we go.
And that is the almighty... The fucking the one and only Sharon. Fuck you. I'm just saying. Jazz will understand this one.
Yeah, we picked apart this one together,
and that is the
we?
awesome, amazingly talented legend, which is Randy fucking Rhodes. Randy fucking Rhodes. Let's have a drink for Randy Rhodes, everyone. Ting ting.
Yeah. And Zach, because you don't drink anymore, I'll drink
and I'll have one because, because I'm a different person. Randy fucking Rhodes. We all know who Randy Rhodes is. If you don't, then maybe you should come and live on that boat with me and shit yourself to death.
Yeah, maybe. No, maybe. Beat the squid,
just a couple
boy.
of dudes shitting off the side of a yacht. Randy Rhodes, you know, the amazing guitar player for Ozzy back in the day.
Yeah.
You know, on tracks such as Crazy Train, Mr. Crowley, Over the Mountain, Flying High Again. Mate, the list is endless. And he is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for musical excellence, which I think is an easy win when you consider how fucking good he was at playing guitar. Yes, Randy Rhodes. I mean, the man, not only could he fucking play guitar really well, but his knowledge and his writing was just something different.
Like I said earlier, he really bridged the gap between like classical music, poppy influences, and I'm not talking about pop like the music you hear today, but his chord choices and stuff like that. And then and then heavy metal, because he wasn't a Black Sabbath fan. He didn't like Black Sabbath. He wasn't really from that realm. He just kind of it's funny because you know when you go on YouTube and you know all those guys who with the headless guitars and they tap and they doom.
You want to get me started, do you? You want to get me fucking started, do you?
Those guys, unfortunately, Randy was that of that generation, but the thing is...
Yeah, but that was on a fucking... He was on a Gibson Les Paul, man, a Jackson 5V.
Yeah. No, what I'm talking about is like, okay, that's two dime a dozen, like, at this point, to see that kind of guitar play, but when that next step of guitar player came out where people were doing stuff that just wasn't done before, like getting sounds out of the guitar and compositions and arrangements that weren't done before, it's headed in a progressive realm. That's just where the style has gone. Not for me personally, but that's what it is. Yeah, his classical influence, it just shows, you know, and he was how I like to think of him, he was like a real student of the guitar. He wasn't just a guitar player. He was constantly trying to further his playing, and I have to wonder now. Two questions.
If it wasn't for Sharon.
Yeah, God damn it. Yeah, but there was, well, yeah. No, I have to wonder. Number one, where would guitar playing be now if he was still alive?
Yeah. Shit.
And then number two, would he have always stayed with us?
Because you kind of see it for what it was.
Yeah.
It's really hard to see it now, but then it's like, where would Randy Rhodes would have gone? You know, I don't see him having started his own band. I can't see that.
No, I don't think it's such with that, but I don't know, because like it's interesting because like the guy, in my eyes, that Randy would have ended up with, like, I think, was Alexi Leaho. He's the only guy who's kind of paralleled with that sort of style.
In the fact that they're both like 3 foot tall and had girly hair.
And dead.
Mate, do you know what, actually? Just thinking, I just had like a thought. So, you know how technical Randy was? Right? If he started playing a solo, he could just go on and on and on and fucking on, right? Yeah. Do you reckon he would have been the bucket head?
This is it. Yeah, I'm that's it. That's what I'm wondering. It's just like his playing only went up and up and up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And bear in mind, he was desirable at the time anyway for most guitar players. Everybody just wanted to be him. Yeah. You know? When I was growing up, I just wanted to be James Hetfield and Zakk Wylde and Jim Root. That's all I wanted, and then I want to look like Matt Tuck. Okay? But like guitar playing wise, that's what I wanted to be. But back then, everybody just wanted to fucking be him. So much so, Zakk Wylde learned everything.
Yeah.
You know?
So
I think he would have kept going.
I think that's, if he was still alive today, fucking hell, you slag. My camera's gone really blurry. Yeah,
that's that. This is the hazards of the job.
wait. My camera's okay. There we go. Yeah, like if Randy was alive today, I've no idea how long that was blurry for, but you know, don't worry about it. if Randy was still here today, I think he would be doing something like that. Yeah. Like the Randy Rhodes project kind of thing.
Yeah, a little bit like Mark Friedman. Yeah. He's got his own thing now.
Yeah, he needs to.
That sort of thing.
I can't even comment on that, man. He's way too obsessed with Japanese shit. Then I can't see, if Randy was still here, how Ozzy would have let him go.
Yeah.
Because there's something about Randy that was just fucking Oz. You know, Ozzy loved being on stage with Randy, and there was just something between them, and I can't see, if he was still alive now, that Ozzy would be like, "Oh well, I want another guitar player, please."
Yeah, you know I mean? it's completely
like I can see him doing that solo thing, but then I can't picture him not being with Ozzy if he was still alive.
Mate, Crazy Train is the best fucking riff ever.
Fuck yeah,
it really is. Do you know?
Yeah, no, insane. I mean, Randy Rhodes, man, like we all know who he is. He's a fucking legend. And he is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and right so he should fucking be.
And that's why he should fucking win this thing, if this is like, inductees. Like, he should win it all.
Yeah, right, guys, before we wrap this up, let us know your thoughts on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and what you think about names like Tina Turner, Jay-Z, fucking LL Cool J, and all this shit being in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Let us know down below. Like I said, and I mean it, if Randy doesn't win, that's it. Get myself a boat.
A boat.
But yeah.
Barnacles and all.
Fucking hell. Yeah, I might even get a sailor's hat. But
you look like Uncle Albert with that beard.
Oh, mate, yeah. I'm going to spray my beard grey, and I'm going to look like Captain Birdseye. So guys, let us know down below your thoughts on this listing for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and I've enjoyed talking about this. It's always good because none of it makes sense, really. Let's just face it, everything we said is correct and valid, and if anyone wants to fucking go against it, just put fucking all of it in your mouth and choke you, bitch.
There you go.
So guys, episode 12, as we said at the beginning of the episode, we're going to be moving the podcasts to every other week, just to ease things up on us a little bit with editing and all that shit. But we're still going to be bringing you the podcast, the hypest, best podcast in the music world today. That's what we do. And Jazz, anything else from you before we wrap this episode 12 up?
Yeah, Randy Rhodes should win this whole thing.
Yes, Randy Rhodes should win this whole thing.
I don't know if it's a competition or what, but I don't know if it's like an award thing. It was like, and the winner is, but Randy Rhodes should.
I think it's like a voting thing that people vote or some shit.
Yeah, well, Randy Rhodes, as far as an influential musician goes,
especially in his category, the category is musical excellence.
Excellence, like inspiring a whole generation of guitar players. Randy Rhodes, plus the polka dot V.
Oh, mate.
Game.
Boom.
Guys,
as always, much love to everyone that watches and listens over on Spotify. The link to Spotify is in the description below. Go subscribe to Jazz on YouTube. His handle is below, and his Instagram as well. And shall we finish this in true fashion like we always do?
Let's.
Let's. Am I doing this one?
Yeah, take it away.
Loud and proud family, raise your beverages to Randy fucking Rhodes.
To Randy fucking Rhodes.
And
God bless
fucking
Randy Rhodes,
booting
man.
out all these fucking pieces of shit that don't belong in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Fuck you, Tina
Yeah, you
Turner.
fucking coked up bitch. Raise your beverages. And as always, guys, rock out. Be awesome. You drinking already, Jazz? Fucking hell.
I'm sorry.
This guy didn't get the script, did he? Shit.
Sorry, he didn't.
Dude,
Sorry.
you've got a disease.
Listen, I'm going to get another one in. Okay. Let's go.
Rock out. Be awesome, and we will see you in the next episode, guys. See ya!
See ya!
Peace. We're talking about this. It's always good because none of it makes sense, really. Let's just face it. Everything we said is correct and valid. And if anyone wants to fucking go against it, just put fucking all of it in your mouth and choke you, bitch.
There you go.
So, guys, episode 12. As we said at the beginning of the episode, we're going to be moving the podcasts to every other week just to ease things up on us a little bit with editing and all that shit. But we're still going to be bringing you the podcast, the hypest, best podcast in the music world today. That's what we do. And, Jazz, anything else from you before we wrap this episode 12 up?
Yeah, Randy Rhodes should win this whole thing.
Yes, Randy Rhodes should win this whole thing.
I don't know if it's a competition or what, but I don't know if it's like an award thing. Where it's like, and the winner is, but Randy Rhodes should.
I think it's like a voting thing that people vote or some shit.
Yeah, well, Randy Rhodes, as far as an influential musician goes,
especially in his category, the category is musical excellence.
Excellence, like inspiring a whole generation of guitar players. Randy Rhodes. Plus the polka dot V.
Oh, mate.
Game.
Boom.
Guys,
as always, much love to everyone that watches and listens over on Spotify. The link to Spotify is in the description below. Go subscribe to Jazz on YouTube. His handle is below and his Instagram as well. And shall we finish this in true fashion like we always do?
Let's.
Let's. Am I doing this one?
Yeah, take it away.
Loud and proud family, raise your beverages to Randy fucking Rhodes.
To Randy fucking Rhodes.
And
God bless
fucking
Randy Rhodes,
booting
man.
out all these fucking pieces of shit that don't belong in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Fuck you, Tina
Yeah, you
Turner.
fucking coked up bitch. Raise your beverages. And as always, guys, rock out. Be awesome. You drinking already, Jazz? Fucking hell.
I'm sorry.
This guy didn't get the script, did he? Shit.
Sorry, he didn't.
Dude,
Sorry.
you've got a disease.
Listen, I'm going to get another one in. Okay. Let's go.
Rock out. Be awesome. And we will see you in the next episode, guys. See ya.
See ya.
Piss.